Morning students, and welcome to another online physical science class. Here I am discussing the preparation of oxygen, hydrogen and carbon dioxide gas. Laboratory preparation of oxygen. The most convenient method for preparing oxygen in the laboratory involves the catalytic decomposition of solid potassium chlorate, that is KClO3. Potassium chlorate decomposes at a low temperature if previously mixed with manganese dioxide. So potassium chlorate decomposes at a low temperature if previously mixed with manganese dioxide, that is MnO2, which is a catalyst or positive catalyst rather you can say for the decomposition. That means manganese dioxide accelerate the speed of the reaction. So now the process. In a hard glass tube or test tube, a mixture of potassium chlorate and manganese dioxide in 4:1 ratio is taken such that half portion of the tube is filled. See this test tube. This is the test tube, glass test tube, where a mixture of potassium chlorate and manganese dioxide has been taken, but it is half filled and ratio 4:1. Now, the mouth of the tube is sealed with a cork. This is the cork. The mouth of the tube is sealed with cork. A bent delivery tube is introduced slightly through the cork. So, this is the bent delivery tube. It is introduced slightly through this cork. The tube is clamped with a stand to be slightly inclined downward. So, this is the stand. This portion is clamped. And see the tube, it is slightly inclined. The end of the exit tube is kept under water in a beehive shelf in a pneumatic trough. So end of the exit tube, this is the beehive shelf. This is beehive shelf. And because it is looking like beehive, that means it is looking like hexagon. Its shape is hexagon. Now this is a beaker. This beaker is called pneumatic trough. Now the test tube is heated uniformly with a burner. See, Bunsen burner. By Bunsen burner, test tube is heated uniformly. Within a short period, a gas comes out as bubble through the end of the delivery tube. Like this, from here, the gas will come out. After the removal of air that was present in the test tube and delivery tube, a gas jar filled with water is placed inverted over the beehive shelf. This is the gas jar filled with water is placed inverted over the beehive shelf. By the displacement of water, oxygen occupies the volume of the gas jar and thus collects in the jar. When the jar is filled with the gas, it is covered with a lid keeping under water and then brought outside water and kept upright. So this is the lid. So oxygen will be collected over here by the downward displacement of water. So this is the total process of laboratory preparation of oxygen. So by this method, potassium chlorate decomposes to form potassium chloride and oxygen. In this reaction, MnO2 and manganese dioxide behaves like a positive catalyst. Next one, preparation of oxygen at room temperature. To make oxygen at room temperature, hydrogen peroxide is poured into a conical flask containing some manganese dioxide. The gas produced is collected in an upside-down gas jar filled with water. As the oxygen collects in the top of the gas jar, it pushes the water out. So, see the diagram. I am explaining. A conical flask is taken, of which the mouth is sealed with a cork. This is the conical flask. This is cork. A dropping funnel and an exit tube are introduced through this cork. This is the dropping funnel and this is exit tube. Some dust of manganese dioxide is taken in the flask. So this is the dust of manganese dioxide as catalyst. Hydrogen peroxide solution is taken in the dropping funnel. So here is the hydrogen peroxide solution in the dropping funnel. The end portion of the exit tube is kept immersed under water in a beehive shelf in a pneumatic trough. So this is the end portion of exit tube. This is beehive shelf and this beaker-like structure is pneumatic trough. Now hydrogen peroxide is added dropwise. So hydrogen peroxide is added dropwise by this funnel. After letting out some gas produced, a gas jar filled with water is placed inverted over the beehive shell. So this is the required gas jar. Oxygen is collected there by the displacement of water. So obviously oxygen will be collected over here. This is oxygen gas and by the downward displacement of water. So this is the process of preparation of oxygen at room temperature. Here hydrogen peroxide dissociated into water and oxygen. Manganese dioxide here also is acting as positive catalyst. Next one, laboratory preparation of hydrogen. When dilute sulfuric acid reacts with zinc granules, then zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas are formed. That means when dilute H2SO4 reacts with Zn granules, then zinc sulfate, that is ZnSO4, a salt, and H2 gas are formed. Zinc, being more reactive than hydrogen, displaces it from sulfuric acid. This liberated hydrogen is evolved as hydrogen gas. A Wolf's bottle having two mouths is taken. Instead of Wolf's bottle, in this diagram, they have taken conical flask. That also you can take. Or else Wolf's bottle also you can take. The mouths are stopped by corks and through one of them a thistle funnel is introduced and through other a delivery tube is connected. This is the conical flask. This is the mouth of the conical flask. This is cork. Through this a thistle funnel has been introduced after and another exit tube also. This is the exit tube or delivery tube. The end of thistle funnel goes up to bottom of the bottle. See this? The end of thistle funnel goes up to bottom of this conical flask. Now some water is poured into the bottle through the funnel so that zinc granules and the end part of the funnel are immersed into water. Some water has been poured through this funnel. In this condition, it is examined whether the bottle has been made airtight. For this, the end of the delivery tube is taken into mouth and air is blown. It is found some water rises up through the tube of the thistle funnel. Then the end of the delivery tube is removed from mouth and closed with the help of a thumb. In this condition, if the water level in the funnel remains steady, we can accept that the system is airtight, totally airtight. Sometimes, to ensure the system completely airtight, the mounts of the bottle are waxed. That means instead of cork, we can use wax also for making it complete airtight. Now some amount of dilute sulfuric acid is poured into the bottle through the funnel. So dilute sulfuric acid through this funnel has been poured. The reaction starts immediately, which is seen through the bottle made of glass. At first, some gas is let escape to remove the air present in the bottle. After that, the end of the delivery tube is kept under water in a beehive shelf and a gas jar filled in water is set down on it. So this is the beehive shelf, this is pneumatic trough, water is there, and this is the gas jar, and this is the lid. After that, the end of the delivery tube is kept under water in a beehive shelf and a gas jar filled in water is set down on it. Hydrogen gas collected in the gas jar by the downward displacement of water. See, hydrogen gas is collected over here by the downward displacement of water, this blue color portion. It's going down. When the gas jar is filled with the gas, the mouth of the jar is closed with a lid and is taken out of water and kept it inverted. This is the process of laboratory preparation of hydrogen. No catalyst is required over here, only zinc granules and dilute sulfuric acid. That means Zn plus H2SO4 forming ZnSO4 plus H2. Remember these 2 points. First of all, commercial zinc granules taken. So please mention this. And the second point is dilute sulfuric acid is necessary. Because if we take instead of dilute concentrated sulfuric acid, so then explosion may occur. So please mention these two in your answer. The last one is laboratory preparation of carbon dioxide or CO2. Carbon dioxide is produced whenever an acid reacts with a carbonate salt. This makes carbon dioxide easy to make in the laboratory. So this is the basic principle of preparation of carbon dioxide. When acid reacts with carbonate. So here we have taken calcium carbonate and as acid we have taken hydrochloric acid. So calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid are usually used because they are cheap and easy to obtain. Carbon dioxide can be collected over water as shown in the diagram. See the diagram, reaction is there. Calcium carbonate or CaCO3 reacts with hydrochloric acid or HCl forming calcium chloride, it's a salt, CaCl2 plus water, H2O plus carbon dioxide, CO2. Now the process. As the preparation of hydrogen, a two-mouth open flask or Wolff's bottle is taken. A thistle funnel is inserted into a cork at one of the mouth and a bent outlet is inserted similarly at the other. That means Wolff's bottle, like hydrogen preparation, you can take over here also. But here, instead of Wolff's bottle, a round bottom flask has been taken. Here, two tubes are there. One is funnel, this is the funnel, and another one is exit tube. And this is the round bottom flask. This is the cork. This is clump. This is tank. The end of the funnel extends to about the bottom of the Wolff's bottle or flask. The end of the outlet tube is introduced into a gas jar and extends up to the bottom of the jar. So this is the end of the funnel and this is the end of the exit tube. This is the gas jar and this is the lid of the gas jar. Now some marble is taken into the bottle. Then dilute hydrochloric acid is poured into it through the funnel. Marble means calcium carbonate, that you know. So marble is taken over here and dropwise HCl is added. Gas is found to come out in bubbles. The product gas comes out through the exit tube and collects in the gas jar by the upward displacement of air. So, this is carbon dioxide gas has been collected over here by upward displacement of air. To know whether the gas jar is filled with carbon dioxide, a burning taper is held at the mouth of the jar. The taper is extinguished, indicating the gas jar is filled with CO2 or carbon dioxide. So students, today I am ending my slide over here. So you have understood the differences between the three laboratory preparation of carbon dioxide, oxygen and hydrogen. In case of carbon dioxide, collection by upward displacement of water. In case of hydrogen, it is by downward displacement of water, and in case of oxygen, it is by downward displacement of water. And another difference is that Bunsen burner or any burner is necessary in only in case of preparation of oxygen, not in hydrogen or carbon dioxide preparation. And obviously in carbon dioxide preparation, pneumatic trough, gas jar is not at all necessary. And oxygen preparation generally happens through test tube, and these two preparation of hydrogen and carbon dioxide generally happens in either in Wolff's bottle or in any conical flask or any round bottom flask. Draw the diagrams and write down the processes in your physical science exercise book. For any subject related doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. Even you need to mail your physical science assignments in this given email ID. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. Thank you students and have a nice day.